Welcome to today's video. Today we are sewing together our face masks. This is a very easy project, very quick project. I finished it in an hour and I have joint problems just like everybody else, and I was still able to finish it in an hour, even taking breaks and stretching out my hands. Check out Monday's video to see what stitches I'm using and get an idea of what stitches you want to use. In Monday's video, we learned how to do a bunch of different stitches. This is a back stitch, and I'm doing it on a much smaller scale so that the stitches are much more tight. You need multiple layers to your mask, A for security, and B for our filter if we have one, which I do. I'm using an old bra pad. I'm not good with instructions, so I think it would be best if you just watched what I did. If you have any questions, feel free to contact me or comment on the video. I will be more than happy to answer any questions that you have. So I started by sewing the middle of each of the sides of the mask, the front side and the back side, and then I worked across the top of the mask and then the bottom of the mask, always starting from the center so that the fabric doesn't shift too much. And because this excess fabric folds inward so that it doesn't look chunky, I'm cutting these little divots in it so that it can sit flatter. I don't have an iron to iron my fabric. If you have an iron, that would be a much better option for you. So once we have all our sides sewn, here's what it is looking like so far. It kind of reminds me of a frog with the yellow belly. You can choose to fold your fabric down on one end if you want, or you can leave it straight out. It doesn't matter. I wanted it to be reinforced around the elastic band, so I folded it down for extra support. I put the mask up to my face and measured how much elastic I needed to go around the top of my head and around my neck. And then I tucked them in because they're going to be on the outside, so once we fold it right side out, the elastic bands will be on the outside. So I tucked these in and I made sure to sew extra stitches over the elastic since it's going to be stretched out a lot, so it's a high tension area. Once you get one side done, tuck in your extra padding, extra filtration if you have some. And I'm pinning it so that it can stay in place. I pinned the nose first so it's the smoothest, and then the chin area, since it's not going to reach the very bottom of the fabric. To fold this side, our open side, I folded the material inward, and then I just did a back stitch up, making sure to give the elastic sections some extra stitches. And then this pad, I could have gotten creative with it and sewn one of the flowers at the top and the bottom, or maybe the middle of the mask. That would have looked really cool, but I figured I would just make it a seamless look and I would go up through the front of the mask and the seam. That way it's hidden. This would make it sloppy in the back though, so it wouldn't be reversible. second option is very, very simple, very easy. Put some fabric up to your face, pinch where your nose is to give you the curve up by the nose, and make sure to mark where to stop sewing up just before the bridge of your nose. I sewed a little bit too far and it was very tight right there. And then I would also change it by adding some stitches at the chin as well, just like the nose. I used a cute little blanket stitch. I hope you guys are having a great day and happy crafting.